Good morning, Franz. How you doing? Yep. I did. I did post that stream would be an hour off. You may not have seen it though, which is fine. Oh, my dad has closed my bedroom door because I'm already too loud because the physiotherapist is here. Ow! Just a second, Cora. Seven. It's time to organize pills for the week. Maraca time, as Neff has so kindly reminded us to take our medicine. 5, 6, 7. It is Maraca time. All right. And also, my coffee is too hot to drink at the moment. And my brother didn't go shopping last week, so there's no soda in the house either. What is this? This is garbage. I don't have my little garbage bowl. Cora! It's too hot. I can't drink it. Also, the stream looks a little weird today because we're working on this thing. It helps if I can center it. Oh, that would be why I can't center it. There we go. I had my art window full screen. Can we grab the art window? Nope, that's not it. Art window. Hello? Where is it? This one. I have so many layers that I have to... I have to make adjustments to my actual layout to be able to see all the nested boxes. There we go. Good enough. Well, maybe here a little tiny bit. There. I was working on the painting last night. And a little bit on the layout stuff, but I'll show that when it's ready. But yeah, I was making adjustments. I'm still not happy with it, but that's what I get for using like some AI picture as a reference. Because that's garbage! I just really liked the vibe and the colors, and I was like, let's recreate this, but better. But also, like, make it up landscape shit. Yeah, well, it's an AI picture that already existed, and I was like, this vibe is nice, let's make it real. Prove that artists are better than AI. There's your, I took your 2 hydrates, by the way. I put the throne goal back up because I can't make any changes to that one until it's until I either withdraw what's been donated or it finishes, which is frustrating. I think I might just withdraw it and pick up the book myself because it comes out on the 4th. So tomorrow. Maraca time. You know what? Let's just do that, and we'll turn that off. Yes, absolutely, there is. Neff has redeemed a streak. I have to take it slowly this morning. Tiny stretches. I'm a little bit stiff today. I know it was Cora trying to whack me in the face. Violence! I have a tiny fake succulent in a tiny clay pot because it was at the sewing desk when I moved back home. I have greenery on my desk now. Oh, sorry, the ring light's too bright. Turn it down a little bit. Look, it's so bright, it's shining in my face. Tesla's gone back to the bed. Alright. I hate this bush in the back. I just hate it. In the forest, if I turn off the middle ground, you can see what kind of disaster lies ahead. So we're probably just going to fill all this in. This dark green. And by green, I mean blue. Almost teal. Is this the right size? Yes. This leaf brush works great for distant foliage. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die, and a little posture check. Everybody on shrimp lane spines. Become lobster! And Dorf, redeeming another hydrate. God, you guys are drowning me first thing in the morning. Good morning, Dwarf. Yeah, just so the people who don't live in places that have stupid time zone stuff still happening, we had the fallback an hour, so I get a stream is an hour later than normal from now on until the time change again in the spring, which I hope our government finally decides to stop doing. It would be very nice. Very nice indeed. Hydrate ut die straight. Words! Very good, Cora. I'm feeling gremlin mode this morning because I got lots of extra sleep. Let's see, I want to do this. Get that a little bit of a... the illusion of depth. Should be a lot darker here, though. Oh, the stream will cheer me up. I'm kind of not in not so good mood. Things are just happening for me. Fantasy, whatever's causing you problems, I hope it gets better. The world is weird and stressful right now. I think I want this part to be a bit taller. The new theme for VGen's challenge this month is wishes, and I'm still trying to think of what I should do for that. Switch to the airbrush for this. I want it to seem like there's a path through here.
Cora Huroda says, do crime.
Do crime. Murder. Maybe Chibi Nate most looking at the stars with this mentor looking at. He doesn't have a mentor. Namos doesn't have a mentor. He is his mentor. Oh no, the one I drew him with was Lagoon. Which Lagoon would actually work very well. For that piece on his own. So I'll show you. I'll bring it up. The unfinished chibi that I have done a little tiny bit of work on since. But this is a variation of Lagoon. And Lagoon is sort of like the predecessor character to Nameless in some ways. God, I hate the way I draw chibi eyes. I really need to figure out an anime eye style that works for me, because I hate them. I hate them. Ugh. I've gotten so used to painting that I can't draw line art anymore. I'm just like, no, it needs to be paint. Tree fog spiral. Cora, are you okay? Nameless is sort of like a culmination of all of my characters at once. Question irrelevant. Cora is not okay today. Strong indeed. Colabondulance. Facts, not in evidence. Cora's having a critical cascade in this kernel somewhere. But doesn't this already look so much better than the current stream background? At least in some ways. I know you can't really see much of the stream background because it's mostly covered by shit, but... This will also become a just chatting screen where I can be bigger in the middle. And we won't have just like... me in the corner with nothing in the main screen. One of the reasons why I never set that up is because I didn't have a full, complete background painting yet. New October background, too bad it's too late. Maybe I should design a winter outfit. And that's what I should have Sai make, because she owes me an outfit. I got her sushi one day in exchange for an outfit. I wish I could apply the paint to the paintbrush, the decoration brushes, so that I could get this beautiful blending that I have going on here. And like this drawing is probably not that big either. Yeah, it's 6 by 3 inches. It's so tiny. Like, it's 1920 by 1080, but it's 6 by 3 inches. It's so small. Like, it's not even a postcard. I mean, if it were that size, that would be... That'd be a thick boy. Okay. We want to... I just took a sip, Cora. The physiotherapist is here. I can't go get more liquid sustenance. Alright, now we need to draw on all the trunks of the bamboo. Mewjos! Welcome back to the inn. Hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for the Prime subscription. Really appreciate you giving me your monthly Prime subscription because you only get one. Yeah, Cora has got a mansion. I wonder if I have any new slots for tier 3 emotes. Well, let me go check that. Where do I find said thing? Was it in community? Nope. Viewer rewards, emotes. No, I still don't have any extra. Yeah, I don't have any extra tier 3 emotes. I have slots for 15 animated emotes and 2 bonus animated emotes, but my tier 2 and tier 3 don't get any extra emotes yet. And I don't know how to make animated emotes, but I have 16 standard emote slots now, so I guess I gotta make another 8 emotes of some sort. I suppose maybe this month is gonna be donated and making a bunch of emotes. If you guys have suggestions for emotes that you want, please put them in the stream chat, whether it's like an existing emote that you would like me to make a nameless version of, or like Havarti emotes. We need more Havarti emotes. Very dusty. The leggings came in and I totally didn't read the description. Oh no! What happened with the leggings? You want more Tesla emotes? Oh no. I'm running out of ideas for those ones. Hype train! Ross Riders, thank you for subscribing. Welcome
Ross
back.
Riders has been here 7 months.
Welcome back to Island Residency. Thank you for paying your taxes. Helps us build infrastructure. And it really does, because being able to take the extra time off stream and on stream to make things like backgrounds and assets, when I should probably be making actual art pieces to sell online. So, yeah. Everything made on the channel generally goes back into the channel in some way. Whether it's picking up like a second ring light or replacing one when it burns out for whatever reason. Every little bit helps. Yeah, money. I hate money. If I apply to the Canadian Border Services Agency, I'm going to have to take 12 weeks. 12 weeks. It's a whole semester of study in Quebec. Well, do they fit? And I'm good, Ross. I am a little bit in gremlin mode. Um, and Cora, what are you doing?
Cora Curado is hosting 5 guests.
Thank you for hosting. Thank you for hosting guests at your mansion. You got Dorf. You're guesting in Cora's mansion. Irum 75 button 3 or button eyes, I guess. I was reading it as button 3. Yes, button eyes. Nova Moon 89 and To Daily Life. Hype Train level 3. And as is the rule, which I forgot for a moment, I have to gift a sub randomly to the community whenever a hype train happens. I'm a little bit discombobulated still. I got KGB! I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's alright.
Saiko is hosting 1 guest.
KJB is my guest this month. Oh, does the kitten say hi? Which one is it? Is it Cargo? Is Cargo saying hi? Hi, Cargo. Hi, Yuzi. They barely fit, but they fit. That is awesome. I'm glad they fit. They are so freaking comfortable. Yeah, I thought it might have been Cargo. He seems more likely to be the keyboard style cat. One to walk across your keys. Okay, I want to increase the brightness of this, the whole spot back here. Is this working? Is this even doing anything? Doesn't seem to be. Why is this not doing anything? This should be doing something. Aww. Rip. That really sucks. They're both equally enticed enticed by the keyboard, and it's rarely at the same time. So I'm bombarded one after the other. You need a decoy keyboard. As far as how I am, I'm just trying to manage, trying to not be calm, or at least you're trying to be calm. Yes. That's good, because if it's not something you're good at managing, I have a decoy keyboard, it only works sometimes. If you're not used to managing your emotions, and you start trying to, you might find it difficult at first, but it's something that actually takes practice. That I was very confused for a second. More decoy keyboards, just keyboards everywhere. But yes, managing your emotions actually is something that requires practice. So if you do practice it, you can only benefit yourself, which is great. And I'm glad to hear that you're trying. Maybe I should try glow dodge. Why is this not working? I am on the correct layer. Is it because my brush is too dark? It's because my brush is too dark. Hype train success! That's a bit wild. Kitty hype! Oh my god, you guys got the cute one. I don't think I have that one. I like it how they tell you who the artist is. This is the song Tracy Hiroki Sawano. He's such a good composer. Benjamin from Halfway English has been playing rent free in my head for a while, probably because some of the lyrics are a bit of a mood. Fair enough. That My Hero Academia reference in there. The dwarfing drawing? I wonder if I should just up the size of this file and turn this into an actual painting. Because I'm spending so much time on it now. Should I make it an actual size? Let's see. I need to figure out what the displate sizes should be. It's just 1.4 to 1 ratio for the best product fit. Oh, my head. Sorry, I'm reading some. They're suggesting 5040 by 3600 for image size. Let's see what kind of size that is on everything here. We'll create a new file. Pixels. 5040 by 3600. Oh, that's for the okay, display suggests is 4060 by 2900. Okay, we'll go with 4060. Okay, 2900. And then we'll grab everything from this. I don't want to turn everything on either. We'll see what happens when I paste this in. Oh, look how small it is. And if I increase the size to match, oh, it's chunking. Display has a strange ratio. I would have to make tremendous edits to this picture. Yeah, it is rather large. Let me check the actual size of the file in inches. At 300 DPI, that's 13 by 9 inches, which is really small, honestly. This is why I don't work in pixels. This is why I work in actual, like, inches. Or, like, paper size. Ah, here we go. They have... They have a chart. They have a chart. A medium display... Well, let me just take a screenshot. Because, like, if I'm gonna do, like, a really nice painting... It is kind of small. When I do a painting for a client, I usually go with 11 by 17. Because that's, like, a standard size for some posters. So I think Psy got the large disc plates, and they were pretty big. 26 by 18, yeah. And their medium disc plate at 17 by 12. That's 11 by 17, right? Ish. It's just a little bit bigger. Course redeemed a posture check. Everybody on shrimp thine spines. Become lobster. Give your torso a little bit of a stretch. Bring your weight back and forth like seaweed in the ocean currents. But yeah, that's when I work with setting up for prints, I never take pixel measurements ever. I go by DPI and canvas size in inches only, because that's the most consistent. Because, well, you're printing an object from digital to real life. Pixel size, I know, doesn't change, but if you make something at 26 inches at 300 DPI, it's going to it's going to be the right pixel size too, whereas the other way around might not be. I find it very confusing. I've never been able to work with pixel measurements for a print piece. I'll be right back. I have to go use the bathroom. But then we will continue drawing. And back. You have a tab open for adder images. The black adder. Okay, so to give my avatar a little reset here. I have to wait until tomorrow to call the doctor about my knee. Alright, so what we're looking at here, we're going to get rid of this one. Ow. Nah, just snakes. Havarti. Havarti. I will go refund your points, Fantasy. As soon as I find my tab. God, I like raise my chin up a little bit and I'm like looking at the ceiling. I go to moderator view. There we go, reward request view. There we go. Alright. That should be refunded for you. Cora redeemed a stretch. Let's take a slow little stretch. My back is kind of hurting today in some ways, so I'm being very careful about the stretches. Okay. Now, this chart tells me that the extra large disc plate is made from 4 plates. 4 medium plates. These should theoretically be all the same aspect ratio. I don't think anyone would ever order an extra large disc plate of any one of my paintings. Plus, like, being made out of 4 medium plates, you'd have, like, seams in the painting, and Now, does this account for bleed edge? I don't know. That's why I like the extra large disc plate. I won't even make anything for that. So let's see. 67.5 by 48 centimeters. So we go back over to this. And we'll change canvas size. Hold on. Change image resolution. Okay, we're already at 300 dpi. So we're going to change the canvas size. What did I say? 67.5 by 48. This is the size difference. And it looks like... That's how small it is in comparison. $67.5 by 48. Okay. Okay. Now here's the question. If I grab everything... Oh, this is going to be slow. Okay, let's try this a different way. Okay, now it's at the right size-ish. Because if I'm doing a unique painting, I should probably have it at actual painting size. And then I can just reduce the file size back down to a smaller size when I go to convert it and put it into one of my video programs to make the motion background. Because I want to do a motion graphic for this background. And you sent me pictures of Cargo. Oh my god, he's a snuggly boy. Look at that baby. I wish Tesla would snuggle with me like this. He is such a beautiful cat. Mewjuice. Izzy is a beautiful cat too, but Cargo was like, he's the spaghetti boy. Well, if you're having a bad day, Fantasy, I can see why you wouldn't want to go out. It will color everything you experience that day. And it's okay to stay home every once in a while and not go out. It is okay. Just don't make it a habit, because otherwise you'll never go anywhere. Sometimes you have to force yourself to go and enjoy things. I wish I could make the boxes at the bottom of the screen dynamic, like the text, so that people's names would be scaled down to fit if they didn't fit in the box. Because we've had more than a couple of people whose names don't fit. one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go up here, create a new layer. We're gonna select bright red. And I'm gonna try that again. Nope. I think I have to draw it inside the border. Oh, there we go. So that's our border area for the painting for Twitch. So we're gonna name this area Twitch limit. We're resetting this painting right now to be a displate size. So that means I need to change the canvas size. And I think we're gonna just reference from the middle. And we pop up to 48. Oh, wait, no. Yes. So it's at maximum width. Not at maximum height. Well, it's a landscape painting. I'm feeling very overwhelmed and just want to hide. Well, then that's fine. If you're feeling overwhelmed and want to hide, then stay home and hide. That's literally all you can do. Well, that made me nervous. It's like saving recovery information. What the? Alright, let's close that. I was gonna not work on this on stream today. And just make it a secret. But also, I'm really enjoying it. Alright, let's turn everything off because we need to build the background. You guys know how I like to... I need to keep that folder on. You guys know how I like to do my paintings on one layer. Yeah, it was just the saving recovery information was doing me a concern. So we're just gonna go at this with our pen tool here to fill this in. But yeah, you guys know I like to do like full one layer paintings, so doing things on layers is really weird. Kira, hello. We're working on the Twitch background painting. I know it doesn't look like much, but there's a lot to it. I'm still not sure how I feel about this bush either. And this bush should actually be here. I might bring that to there. This mountain has to also yeah. There's a lot I need to fix because we just resized it. This little red border is the Twitch aspect ratio or screen aspect ratio, and the rest of it is displate. Because I figured if I'm going to be doing this really nice painting for the background for Twitch, I might as well go ahead and I might as well go ahead and make it the rest of the way too for display and put that up for sale. Even though displays are extremely expensive, but they do last quite nicely. And I've seen them in person because Sai got some for her room, and they were very nice. I think I have to lighten the paper a little bit. So we're just fixing everything. Holes in the background. No, Izzy's turn to get on the keyboard and snuggle. You accidentally clicked off your browser? Is this a bad thing? I'm confused. Her message was blocked? I didn't receive any block notifications. sometimes if you click off the window on Twitch, I find that you have to click on the text box a few times to get back into it, like to be able to type again. It does this weird thing where it just doesn't let you type. Oh, you quit your browser. Okay. Does it not reopen all the tabs when you close it? Did they not turn that back on? I hate it when I like reinstall my OS and then or like I'm setting up a new computer and I forget to turn that feature on the browser. It just drives me nuts, man. All right, let's see if I can find the original copy here. So this is what this picture looked like. This was the original inspiration piece for this. You can see it's become quite different, in fact. I had to open it back up. Yeah. If you go into your settings, Fantasy, there's a feature in the settings that reopens all of the tabs when you close the browser. Every browser has that option. So you might want to turn that on if you hate losing your tabs. And welcome back. Welcome back, Ross. Whew, I almost lost my voice there. Well, seeing those lights reminded me of a route from the game Inertial Drift. Yeah, this was the original inspiration for this picture. And like you can see, like I left a version of this little leaf up here in front of the actual window. But now that I'm painting it to have a motion background, I have to do it in layers, and those layers have to be able to move independently, which is why we've got so many extra bits. And like this whole section, I'm gonna have to paint in. Let's see if we can. Well, particle size on this brush is just so weird. Let's see, turn off the opacity. We lock the opacity again. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna fix right here. And the lighting for all of this is probably going to change now too. Yeah, I just don't like that foliage layer. We're just going to delete that. And now I gotta go in and change this layer. So we'll go grab this color. I'm gonna increase the particle size again. I think we're just gonna delete this layer too. Now I've got to go in and draw these bamboos. So these, okay. I know that's really hard to see, but I assure you that it's there. Mount Kieran location feels less like Ireland, the heavily implied setting, given the game was made in Ireland. Closer to Japan. If it's called Mount Kirino, that's very Japanese. Okay. Oh, that's why. This goes on this layer. Working on the wrong layer. There's something over here. Yeah, okay. I was like, what is over here that's in the way? That's better. What happens when you're clipping layers all over the place? I want this one to be wider. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna erase this. I'm gonna bring those into frame. I'm gonna turn on our Twitch limit box. The things that I do. Use this lighter color so I can see what I'm doing. I did do a little study on bamboo, just like looking at different bamboo pictures a while back, specifically for this piece. I see so many problems with it. Oh. I want to change the width of this one. Thank you, Hera. I mean, it will never have the same vibe as the AI piece that I was inspired by. But that's okay. I was accidentally painting and not erasing. This has a bit of a wobble to it. Let's fix that. I can hear my computer going every time I do something. It's struggling. Well, thank you, Hira. I appreciate it. How have you been, by the way? I know you popped in like really late last week, just we were getting ready to go. Did you have a good weekend? Did everybody have a good weekend? I hope you all had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. We had the time change. You've been really busy. Mood. Okay, which pieces are bamboo on this layer? This one. We go mostly trying to relax and gain sanity I never had. I'm sure you had sanity at some point. We'll take this color. Maybe the lower. I'm gonna turn off that background again. Can't see shit. I did nothing this weekend, but the babies woke me up early today, so I was out to Loblaws and back before stream started. Got an ice cap as well, and paid for an officer's coffee. Oh, that's sweet. The officer earns more than enough to pay for their own coffee, but it's still really nice of you to do that. I'm going to turn off these ones. I'm going to turn off the middle ground. I think those, which should be in the middle ground folder. These ones, yeah. These should be in the middle ground folder. I'm going to get rid of that lantern as well. I'm just trying to reduce file size too, because this thing's getting too big. What's this? Okay, this, erase that. They should be in the middle ground. Behind these bushes. Yeah, I'll put them ahead of the bushes now. I'm gonna have to put a second layer of bushes. Maybe? Nah, maybe not. I think these ones are going to move here. We're modifying composition here. I think what's bothering him about these ones is they're sort of growing in the opposite direction to the rest of the bamboo. Let's see if we can modify that a little bit. This weekend while dealing with my raging period. Played baseball, deep cleaned a lot of my house, started up a fandom event that I'll have to manage for the next few months. Played D&D, taught dance, did a community town hall thing with my baseball team, and wrote. That's a lot. I will wait for Hero to come back. They do earn enough for coffee, but not enough for the stuff they have to deal with every day. At least when it comes to ignorant, title, I won't say stupid people. But I feel that's a bit mean. Well, I mean, they do have to deal with a lot. I did want to be a police officer, so I have an idea of what they have to deal with. I have a pretty good idea. And it's not just the stupid and ignorant people, it's the horrors of crime too that they have to deal with. Like, God, I do feel very sorry for officers. You know what? I know they earn enough to make coffee, but it's still very sweet that you did that, which is what I did say. And you probably made their day just a little bit better. Even though, like, you know, I feel like you should be saving your money because that's really important too. Okay, I don't like this set of bamboo. What can I do to make this set of bamboo better? First of all, what's here? We've got like a little corner piece that wants to live right here. Bamboo tends to grow very straight. These are also going to become middle ground pieces, I think. I'm reminded of seeing Ghost in the Shell movie. Yes, I've seen it. I don't remember it very well, but I've seen it. I thought you had a friend that was a police officer, Fantasy. When you like to sneak up on and scare. And that one bad officer is like, you know, a bad apple ruins the bunch. Most police officers are actually genuinely good people. Dreamer is holding a dead head. Oh, look at that. Your friends try to save you. That's cute. Throwing the head at his next victim. You're villains, man. They're silly beans. Yeah! I just took a sip, Death! Also, hi, Death. I hope you had a good weekend. Welcome back. I believe you were gifted a sub, too. I think you're staying at Cora's place this month. Thank you. I hope made their day better. The ones around here are really nice as well. I've met a few at various community events, and they have come into some apartment buildings to do reach out and presentations. That's very nice. I was looking at jobs, but I can't find any with the Ottawa police. They're always hiring constables, but I can't do that job. The police system here specifically targets like me. Ah. Are you an individual of color, Hira? Is he a tax? Yeah, Canadian policing is more focused on preventative policing as opposed to reactive policing, which is what Americans do. They react to problems as opposed to try and actively prevent them. So, Canadian police often they're out in the community and they're patrolling. They go to events. They talk to people. They make sure they're seen in the neighborhood so that the neighborhood feels safer. And just by being present in the neighborhood, it tends to stave off a lot of crime. You know, they talk to people who are struggling. Some people who like someone steals from a grocery store, instead of just arresting that person, you know, they find out why they're stealing from the grocery store, and it's like, well, I've got kids to feed and I can't afford to, and I can't get to like a food bank or something. I'm out of food stamps, or I can't get on food stamps. We don't have that kind of thing here in Canada, but the training is very, very different to American. We have a lot of de-escalation training, a lot of sensitivity training. Yeah. The UK police for a while didn't even carry guns. I think they're starting to now because crime's getting a bit more violent. But like they only had tasers for the longest time. Canadian police, we were trained to reach for the taser as our first line of defense against someone, or like during a takedown. So we will always use words first. So we have this use of force scale that we follow, and it's a cycle. So once if the suspect or the aggressor de-escalates, so do you. So like if they've got a gun out, you've got your gun out. Or at least you've got your hand on your gun, but it's better to have it out. It's been a while. But like if they don't have a gun, you don't have your gun out, but you always keep your hand at that point. If they have no weapons, you don't use weapons. You try and talk to them first. You always try to talk to people, and it's better to find out why someone's having a crisis as opposed to just take them out and stop them. And it tends to give people more trust in the police and the system when, you know, the police are seen to be on the side of the people as opposed to just against them. All right, Fantasy, enjoy your club. I hope you have a good time. It's good to force yourself to get out sometimes. It's important. Sometimes you have to feel discomfort in order to have healing. Oh, no, it's not a controversial subject. At least I don't think it's a controversial subject. Ross is always just referring to things that are fiction. Alright, see you, Fantasy. But, like, you look at American television versus, like, Canadian television, because, like, we have programs that have policing in them. But the Canadian policing is always very different from American policing. American policing is shoot first, ask questions later. And you look at media, you know, like, you know, SWAT teams and stuff. We don't really have that here. We have a version of SWAT called the Emergency Response Team, or ERT, and they're used very infrequently and for very specific situations. But you can't, like, SWAT someone in Canada. Swatting just doesn't work here. It's the same thing in Europe. You know, we don't have that response team. Police will come up and they will send a team of officers to a call to do a wellness check. It's called a wellness check. And if they determine something to be of a more serious nature, they call in backup and it escalates from there. But yeah. So Canadian policing is actually very, very different from American policing, but I do watch a lot of body cam videos, and there are a lot of very good, well-trained officers out there who much prefer to hear the problems of the people that they're dealing with and try to help them solve those problems before they escalate to arrest, because a lot of police officers are police officers for the right reasons. It's just the American system tends to attract more of the power hungry guys who want control over people and are officers for the wrong reasons. So it tends to be that American police are a little bit more reactive as opposed to proactive. There are wellness checks here, but people avoid that because police are known to violence first. Yeah, exactly. We are, in Canada, we're like, violence is the last resort. And that's the use of force chart that we have, a use of force cycle. Once a suspect is down, you no longer need your weapons, and you go back to the first step of use of force. It's been so long. Let's see if I can find one that's... There we go. This is our use of force model. Let me zoom in a bit. It's not the highest resolution. But this is basically what I was trained in. Lethal force, absolute last option. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But you always start with communication. And you want to go, mostly you want to start here and not end up over here. But a lot of the times, in policing, most interactions happen here. Like 99, or maybe I'd say probably closer to 82% of your interactions with the community start here. You start getting into problems like public disturbance, public drunkenness. You're starting to get into here when people refuse to leave, trespassing. This is assaults, domestic violence, and then you just sort of increase from there to this is like there's an active shooter. But you want to get away from this as fast as possible. So if you can avoid this completely, that's where you want to be. And when your officer just pulls out their gun first thing, like they do in America, some little officer with his gun, when you do that first thing, it makes people nervous, and they're also going to be mad. And they're going to respond, and that's escalation. And that's what American police do. They have an escalation problem. So we have de-escalation, which is why this arrow points this way on the outside. And that's our policing model. Yeah, I know. I'm just this is what I went to school for. I was in training to be a police officer, and then I got pneumonia in my first semester, and it destroyed my lungs. It's a problem that's too overdue to be addressed. No, it's never too late to address this. This is the model that most of the rest of the world uses. Most of the civilized world, anyways. I say civilized world, that's a bit rude, but like the more democratic countries, and the ones who've been around in democracy for a long time, we tend to use this model. And this is how I approach conflict as well, because I've been trained this way, is always communication first. Good morning, Uthway. I hope you had a good weekend. Thanks for coming by. Yes, it is deeply entrenched, but there's never no way to undo or address a situation. You could always go to your local sheriff and say, hey, I have an idea that might help with policing in our community and make the people trust the police more. I have a friend in Canada who was in training to be a police officer, but they couldn't become one due to health reasons. But like they talk about this stuff. And they showed me the use of force model that they use in Canada, and I found it very interesting, and I thought I would bring it up to you. So this is what you can do on a local level to make things better for not just you and your community, but your nation as a whole. Because if everybody did this, if everybody started talking to their local policing system about this. Their government structure. You could talk to your mayor, you could talk to your city council, you could talk to your local officers themselves and ask them, do you know about the Canadian use of force framework model? And be like, I've always had concerns about police. I've always distrusted police, whether it's because you're a person of color or people who have suffered at the hands of overuse of force. And like, it does happen in Canada. Some of our officers, I say a lot of, but sometimes our officers, they're not the best people. They're there for the illusion of power that they have as a police officer. And they usually end up reprimanded and fired very quickly once that stuff starts coming out. The Canadian police have their own internal investigations unit. They're hated by the rest of the police force. I would be happy to be an internal investigations officer because I have no issue with telling someone they're being a jackass and telling on them. I will go straight to the teacher. My fellow officers would hate me because I follow the rules. It's just like on Twitch, I could pay for viewers and become popular that way and get my views up and earn lots of money by gaming the system. But I won't do it because I have a strong sense of justice and a need to follow the rules. I am, by all accounts, lawful good. To the point where it's detrimental to my social standing amongst groups. Sometimes. I've learned to ease off a bit, and so I'm more of a neutral good, because I think following the letter of the law is not always following the spirit of the law. But when it comes to the people enforcing the law, they have to understand that they are not above the law, and sometimes it happens that officers are not good people. They became officers for the wrong reason. And that's the difference between Canadian and American policing. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But yes, if that's something that you're interested in, maybe helping change the system, you could talk to your local police officers and your sheriff and your mayor, and maybe even call up the local police academy if there's one in your state, and be like, hey, I found this very interesting about another nation's policing system, and I thought maybe you could consider looking into it. It would maybe help change the view of police in America. That's fine. That's fine. It'll sit there in the back of your head and stew and ruminate, and if you find yourself with Officer, I drop kicked that child in self-defense, you gotta believe me. Yeah. Honestly, the best way to avoid dealing with rash police is to just not get into trouble. Sometimes you can't avoid it, but as long as you're not the aggressor, you're probably fine. But from as much of the body cam videos that I watch, there are a lot of very good officers in the United States as well, and they follow a very similar model. And that's just because of who they are as people. They would rather de-escalate because nobody wants to get into a firefight. Nobody wants to get into a fight with anybody. It's just sometimes it's unavoidable. But I do agree, policing in America has a large problem. I follow the traffic laws for a reason besides morality and the golden rule. Yeah, I have a very strong interest in criminal psychology. And it's really funny because like a lot of the times when they're like catching they find like huge amounts of drugs in a car, it's because they're not following the traffic rules. Like if the person just followed the traffic rules and didn't do something stupid on the road, they never would have been caught. Enjoy your nap in the shade, Anna. It's the Karen ones where the Karens are like, you can't do this to me, I didn't do anything. And then they get arrested. I love that. Because they're just causing like a public disturbance or something. And then they make it so much worse for themselves by like trying to hit the officer. I'm like, ooh, that's just, you just committed a felony, lady. And it's like, these Karens who were never told no their whole lives, and then they're being told no for the first time as adults in their like 50s. Oh, the sovereign citizen ones. Yep, the soft tits. Oh, God, they're such idiots. I can't even, like, bless those poor officers that have to deal with them. It's like, were you dropped on your head as a baby? Yes, they were. It's just so funny. The sovereign citizens are so funny. Okay, this guy. This little guy here, he's gonna have to turn a bit. Actually, maybe I wanna put this one here, like so. I kind of like it at the angle, but one time I had to drop off my other brother somewhere. It was very, very early in the morning. One time there's a section where it had a steep downhill. Speed limit was 45 miles per hour. I tried very hard to stay as close to the speed limit as I can. In that case, I was super glad because there's a patrol car. The spot that would catch you speeding off guard. Yep. I mean, I think that, does the Autobahn have a limit now? It didn't used to have a speed limit, but I think they instituted one. Oh, okay, the German Autobahn has sections with no speed limit, but there's a recommended advisory speed limit of 131 kilometers per hour, which is 81 miles per hour. And honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but at the same time, I kind of like it. Because then you're not worried about policing that whole huge route. And people are going to speed regardless. Reckless driving is still a thing. And you can still pull people over for reckless driving. But if people want to waste their fuel efficiency... Manzanita!
Manzanita officials boat just docked.
Thank you for waiting again. I appreciate it. I think I went and followed you back. I think so.
I can't hear you.
There we go. We give you a shout out. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Hello everybody. Welcome. We're doing some painting today and we're having some talks about we just went over the difference between Canadian and American policing. And now we're talking about speed limits. Oh, thank you so much. That heart just went poink. We're doing painting today. No Minecraft. What were you guys doing? Did you have a good stream? Everybody, welcome to the island. Both of you, welcome to the island. Talking about Europe and USA taxes. Are you European? I haven't had a chance to watch any of your videos yet, but yeah. Europe's taxes are really high because you have so many wonderful social services. I'm Canadian, so we have something similar. Our taxes are a little bit higher, but that's because we have things like universal health care. It's not as universal as you would hope. It needs to be more universal. Like, I need physiotherapy for my knee. And I can't get free physiotherapy until I'm 60. And I am 40. So I got another 20 years before I can get that help. So I just gotta, like, find the exercises to do on my own. And hope I do it right. More Europeans! That's why I can't raid you, because you streamed before me. Were you playing Minecraft, or were you doing something else today? Yeah, what's Ross saying here? Goes without saying, but when the emergency on the road you're on, depending on the direction, do your best to give way to said vehicle. Stock all one case for us, checking rear view mirrors every so often. The instant I paused, less than half a second later, I heard a siren and patrol SUV shows up behind, so I get out of the way. Yep, you should always be paying attention when driving. Me too, I need free physiotherapy for the rest of my life because I have a condition, but they don't give it. So it's like $300. Yeah, it's bad. They're making a mushroom farm. Nice. Yeah, I got a couple of buildings set up. I built my sheep farm. And I finished the butchers, but I think I'm going to modify it again. And I've got a couple of other buildings set up. The painting we're working on today is the Twitch background. So, like, I've got the scene boxes here that you wouldn't normally see the rest of. And I figured since I was going to be doing the painting nicely and finishing it up, I might as well make it the size to fit a displate. And the displates are a different aspect ratio than than the stream background, and the stream background is only at 1920 by 1080. I put them in the dryer. I have no problems with that. Me just. So, I have the red box is the Twitch limit, so I have to keep in mind that the majority of the nice stuff has to be in that zone. I don't do backgrounds very often. I'm more of a character type person. So we've got Necromancer's Piece here, which I submitted to the VGen monthly contest. So if you have a VGen account, I think you get 10 votes for the illustration section. I recommend going checking it out because there's a lot of good entries this month. I have a lot of design files. This is my LARP character that I'm working on here. This one right up here was the most recent version. And I made that really fast and it worked out quite well. I do a bit of furniture design. Whoops, what have I grabbed here? Oh, goodness me, I have... Let's fix this again. No, where's the edge? There we go. And, of course, paintings. So this one's not quite done. We're just finishing up Crow's shoulders here. So this is Fox, this is Crow, or Kit and Maddie from the Skilltree YouTube channel. I go to Realms of Mythidia, or Conquest of Mythidia in Germany, each year with them. So I've been going for 2 years now. It's in August, and it is the world's largest fantasy LARP. If you like D&D, you will probably like LARP. And they are the camp leaders for our camp. So there's a few things that we still need to finish. Details on the skirt, her chest and shoulders, and then I want to fix up some bits on Fox's jacket here and add texture in, and then it should be done. And the little chains too for their pocket watches and stuff. Still never tried D&D? Well, if you were like one of the, what was it, like drama nerds in high school or whatever, or if you're still in high school, I don't know. You would probably like LARP. If you like costumes, you probably like LARP. If you like role playing in any way, you will love LARP. Because when there's 12,000 other people all in costumes pretending to be someone they're not, it's a lot of fun. My avatar is my LARP character. So I play as a Demora named Nameless. Well, he's not named Nameless, he is nameless because he was cursed to have no name. Because the Demora are all descendants of demons, primarily the QB race, or the incubus succubus demons. So I use QB as the gender neutral form. I like dragons, so I may like to role play in games also. Yes, Mutus really likes dragons. She wants to go to Conquest as a dragon. And she wants to make like a whole dragon outfit that she can wear for the week. It's like 4 days, the event. And if you get the early arrival tickets, game doesn't officially start. But you can show up earlier than that, spend like just a day or two vibing, and you can vibe in character if you want. But it's the 4 days, you are in character for 4 days, even at night. The only time you're out of character is when you're going to the bathroom or in the showers or inside your tent. Alright, good luck with the food, Ross. I hope it's tasty. So, yeah, the character that I created is this one that I'm playing here. And I'm just drawing part of his island. My brother just came in. He needed something. Yeah, it's well, even professional actors don't really do in character the whole time. So my brother keeps coming in. He's looking for my cat now. I took some good pictures of Tesla yesterday. Hold on, let me go grab one. Posted them in the pets channel. Wait for it to load. Hey, that is not what I copied to my clipboard. There we go. There's my nugget. I'll show Cheese Cargo probably after stream. He's already left. He just came in to pet the cat. Yep, Cora. My brother's nickname is Cheese. But yeah, that's Tesla. He's my baby. Let's see. Here's another one. And the one I took this morning. Yeah, he sleeps with me. He's very cute. He's very small. He's 8.5 pounds. He has dwarfism and syndactyly. Well, we think he has dwarfism. He's a weird shape. He's small, like very tiny. I've met chihuahuas bigger than him. And the syndactyly is his paws are fused together. I think I have a doodle on Necromancer's thing. Yeah. So his paws are like this, where his front toe beans are fused together. So he only has 3 beans on his feet. His back feet also only have 3 beans, but they're not fused. It's just he only has 3 beans. I hope he's having a good time. I know that he's in pain sometimes. But he is an Adorabean. But yeah, that was this morning. This was yesterday when the afternoon sun was coming in my window. Yep, he's my weird bean, and I love him. Yeah, I'm still not sure about... Wait, turn this on? Yeah, okay. Still not sure about, these bushes. Or Or these trees, rather. I think one thing I dislike about these trees is this part. Hello? So, yeah, that's my cat. And this painting is one of the 9 islands of the Damora Nation. We have a logo. It's called a kamon. It's based on the Japanese kamons, which are the crests, the clan crests. Let's just bring this up here. So this is the nation's logo. So each of the hibiscus represents the 9 islands. And the islands are volcanic. The whole thing is like a super caldera. So there's this big space in the middle, and all of the islands are sort of in a roughly ring-shaped area pattern, which is why they tend to favor circles. And they're tropical based, but their mountains do get snow, and they have lots of lava. The beaches are, the white coral sand, but like Iceland, their land is largely kind of basalt-like. So all of their stones are stone, and soil is very dark, almost black. And then, of course, lots of foliage in nature. And their mountain styles are sort of like a cross between Hawaii and that mountain range in China that has like the weird stone. Not the weird stone, but let's see. It was one of the painting styles that I wanted to do. One of the replications that I wanted to practice. So mountains like this. And so those are the mountains that you see in the background, which is why I want to do this practice piece. But it's these, but they're basically black stone. I know we don't normally... Like, you wouldn't see that geologically in our world, but maybe you would see it geologically in theirs. So I just kind of made stuff up. And we've, of course, got our lantern as well. It's supposed to hang in the corner somewhere. And they're largely a matriarchal society, because the succubi went and outbred the rest of the demons and interbred for specific traits, but they kept a line of pure QB, which my character Nameless is one of the pure QB line. As pure as they could at least get. There are some other little bits of bloodline mixed in because that's just what happened. So, like 50,000 years ago, there was an eruption of the super caldera, which makes up their island chain. And then there was a huge bottleneck in the demonic population, and then that's when the succubi sort of like started thinking like, maybe we should outbreed them, outbreed everybody else for control, and so they played the long game. They took control, and society just sort of formed from that. And they're less demon-like than you would expect. And all of the themes are very centered around ancient Asia, so ancient China, Japan, and a little bit of Polynesia, a little bit of Mongolia. Yeah, it was a breeding war, basically. While everybody else was busy murdering each other, the succubi just outbred them. And if there were ones that were uncooperative and too warlike, they just didn't breed with them, and they just killed them off that way. That's the whole background. Oh, and my brother's talking loudly. You know, just trying to talk over him while he's saying things in the background that you might not want the internet to hear. And my dad just came in to pet the cat, I think. Everybody's always coming in to pet the cat. Alright, let's turn that lantern off. But yes, that is the history of my character's species. Okay, we're gonna turn off these ones so I stop getting distracted. And these ones were middle layer. Yeah. Oops. I'm gonna get back to work here. And then, as things move to the background, they tend to get lighter. Maybe too light. They lose some of their saturation. I feel like this bush in the back is too high. Let's lock the transparency and play with the color for a bit. Let's see if that helps. We also have to be careful about it. Ah! I just want to blend it all in for now. It also helps me find the gaps. The breeding war, a bard's heavenly dream. Death by a Snoo comes to mind. Gonk! Hello! Thanks for the hydrate, Death. And Gonk has redeemed a posture check. And a streach, so wait. First, unshrimp and spines become a lobster. Go from shrimp to lobster and give your torso a little stretch. We'll wave back and forth like seaweed in the ocean currents. And just slide into a nice big stretch. Everybody needs to remember to stretch their legs. My suffering is over for now. The worst software ever is out of the way. What? Scratching me leg, Mitsuchi. Yeah, there's some gaps I have to fill in the background there. I feel like that bush is too much. Maybe I need to split the bush up because there's supposed to be a pathway back there. Maybe I have to paint the pathway in? No, I'd have to split it to paint the pathway in. Because I also want to put in some lampposts where the lanterns hang from as well. What's the software you're speaking of, Conk? Also, I'm out of drink. So I'm going to... I'm going to go make some more tea. Hope you don't mind. I'll be right back. I have coffee right now, but I'm going to make tea. Yeah, tea sounds good. Maybe I'll have some Earl Grey vanilla. It's been a while. Yeah, well, 1 sec is fine, because I'm going to get up and make tea. So, everybody get up and stretch your legs. It's an extended stretch. I'll be right back. I return. The software is called Noodle Tools. It's supposed to help write essays and stuff. But it's unintuitive, painful, and worse than Google Drive. Are you required to use this? Oh no, I don't go to malls anyway, so I'm safe. You're required to. Oh, that's unfortunate. Look, they had the Christmas decorations up before the Halloween decorations. It's atrocious. I've just stopped buying stuff, period. Bought some leftover chocolate today. Nice. If I eat chocolate, I get acne. So I don't eat chocolate if I can help it. I'm gonna play Mortal Wombat? Awesome. I am probably gonna end stream very soon. 15 minutes usually. Do we want to take a look at some Minecraft for the time being? I think I'm done painting for now. I did a lot of painting last night. I really haven't gotten much. I feel like I haven't gotten much done today, but I also think I did a lot too. Computer Legos. We will switch to Minecraft. Well, I'm thinking of a title. Let's launch Minecraft. Because it will have to update after the Halloween thing. Okay. Apparently it's still showing the Halloween stuff. We'll just turn that off. All of the Minecraft stuff, like the skins and stuff they're giving away, you don't get them on Java Edition, and it's really sad. Oh look, it's daytime. Perfect. It's really early daytime. Did I update that? Okay. Yep, so I haven't done too much. We have released our sheeps into the sheep pen. I think I would like another light gray sheep. And let's see. If we breed the brown and the gray, do we get brown? No, we get another gray. That's a shame. This is our only brown sheep. Otherwise, this is our sheep farm. Hello? Are these guys? Okay. I've finished breeding the sheep in here. So, we've got the automatic cookers for the sheep. So we might take that one out of the butchers because honestly, like, having this many animal sounds in town is really annoying. Yeah, well, like, the skins and stuff are bedrock only, the ones that they give away, and, like, the capes and whatnot, because they can, that's where they make their money, is through, like, realms and bedrock skins and whatnot, but they never give them away for Java. And it's like, I would like to have more capes on Java. I would very much like to have more capes on Java. So when you turn that off, the babies fall through. Also, you can put path blocks under gates now. You didn't used to be able to do that. I don't know when they changed that, but I like it. And as usual, I've done the weird wall. I haven't done a lot of decorating in the sheep pen yet. And we're going to have at least one of each color. I should probably put a, whatchamacallit, lightning rod over here. But we have the three meats in here, and we don't really need to have the 3 meats in here. I think I've got some sheep in there. Okay, so it gets the cows and the sheep, but it doesn't get the pigs. So I'm gonna have to find a different way to kill the pigs without losing their food in the lava. And for the ones down here, I actually I need a snow bucket to get the raw sheep. I don't want to hit them with the sword. The problem with them all being in there like that is why did the baby sheep jump? Don't understand it. Yeah, I wish they would give the capes to the Java players at least, and like the skins so that you could have them attached to your account, but you can't. Unless you own Bedrock, you can't collect them either. So, unless I buy Bedrock, I can't actually collect any of these skins that I should have been able to collect over the years. When they give them away as like Twitch things or like just a free giveaway for like a seasonal thing, I can't get them as my own. And I think that's kind of unfair. It's they're worried, a lot of the community's worried as well that they're going to get rid of updates for Java, in which case I will probably never get to play any new updates because Java is all I own. I missed the window to get the free copy of Bedrock because I didn't want to sign up for a Microsoft account. I didn't want to connect my Minecraft to a Microsoft account. This is the midway free, by the way, so we've got 2 farmers here that doing breeding. We've got a good number of dudes in here. I just haven't put the track in yet. And they're gonna go off to the clinic, which I've called the hospital, but there's gonna be a clinic here, and that's going to be for zombification and curing. Just haven't dealt with all that yet. I've laid out the outline for the flower field, so we're going to have different garden beds full of flowers. And I don't have to worry so much about the wall being too high on the inside, because no animals are going in here. But we'll just have like little bone meal dispensers on the 2 tall flowers, and maybe a bone meal farm in there. And the windmill I'm probably going to tear down a 4th time and rebuild it, because I still hate it. No matter how many changes to it I make, I still hate it. Meow, Neff! Neff has redeemed a Screech. I will get to that in just a second. Night is upon us. We'll stretch while it's night. Everybody stretch. Yeah. Just keep a whole ass bed in my back pocket. Ah, this is what I wanted. We are going to put a lightning rod on top of this to protect our sheepies. Good enough. Because last thing I want is for lightning to come along and strike my 1 brown sheep. Wherever he's gone to. Oh, he's over there. The sheep still haven't escaped yet, so that's a good sign. I think we're going to be putting the cow farm down over here somewhere. Cows tend to be really smelly, so we want to put them sort of the edge of town-ish. The pigs are way over there in the back corner, and I think the cathedral / church and graveyard are also going to go out this way because we're going to build a crypt. And I have a plan. To save myself lots of mining, there's this one spot here somewhere. Where is it? Is it here? No. Ah, nope. There's a spot here somewhere. Maybe it's closer over here. There's a spot that leads to a really big cave. And I can't find it. I may have filled it in very nicely. This area needs some terraforming anyway, so we'll just God, where is have 9 torches on me. We'll be okay, right? Would this be the best place for a crypt? Clearly the Enderman's been in here. Hi, Mr. Zombie. You can become drowned now. Yes, 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 yes. Well, you know what? Drowns have a chance of dropping copper, so we'll just let you do your thing. I don't have any wood on me. There's always a problem. Never have enough torches. I wish we had coal seams. Because, like, you know how, copper... copper can appear in seams of, granite? Sir? Come on. You need to come here and drown. Copper can appear in seams of granite, and iron appears in seams of tuff. I think if coal appeared in seams of diorite, I think that would be really cool. Okay, I can't wait for this guy. Just go away. I have to figure out how to get out of here. We're Minecraft players, of course we're gonna enslave every villager we find. Yum. Ah. 1 minute, please. I need to get out of the crypt here. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna go cut down this tree. I'm gonna have some tea first. But yeah, I think our church is gonna go around here somewhere, maybe right there, and then there's gonna be a way down into the crypt from there. I just want some wood for some torches. And we'll do a little bit of caving. Our villagers should be relatively safe. They're all protected, and if they see something and get scared in the night, they will summon an iron golem. Of course, we're going to build an iron farm as well. A very small one. But I haven't watched the tutorial of that one yet, so I will build that another time. Now we have to wait for all these leaves to decay. If we would just, you know, get rid of the last log. Whoop. Sticks. Torches. Got enough torches now? I think we've got enough torches now. I need the saplings. So we're just gonna wait for this for a few minutes. So we have to build a wall here for our pigs, and the house is either gonna go here or here. Or just right at the end of the path, and you gotta go behind the house to get to the pigs. We've got to bring our fancy pigs over as well. Maybe we'll do that. We'll go grab our fancy pigs. And bring them over. We're getting more llamas as the wandering trader constantly visits. So the idiot brigade grows. As you can see. We've got fuzzy cows. Alright, come on, fluffy piggoos. Now we're just missing the desert pigs. Also, apparently you can leash animals to boats now. I really need to get that bridge built. So what I've done is, with my horse, I'll leash my horse to my boat and I'll just boat down the river. And since there are no obstacles in the way, the boat just drags the horse along at high speeds. And I'm like, if I find any animals, this is how I'm getting home. So I'm like mapping out the river system in my head. There. We'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll let the leaves despawn, and we'll bring the pigs over. And these pigs need to stay separate for now. I'll put down some torches here. That should be enough. And we're just gonna drop down in here. Time for adventure, woo! Going dangerously into the caverns. Totally not prepared at all, but also prepared because we've got torches now. Because it's nighttime upstairs, we won't see as many mobs. I had hoped the cave was bigger than this. I've been avoiding going down here. Dirt's usually hiding something interesting. But not in this case. Whap. Okay. Good. Breathing holes. This is how you do the underwater caving. Nothing. E. Get the dirt. Whoop. Found another underwater cave. More dirt. Not that I need it. Why is there so much? It's a little bit dark and spooky over here. Oops. I think there's a spider upstairs that wants to get me. Floating dirt, illegal. Let me get rid of it. Hello? I guess it's still considered this overworld and not cave. My inventory is full. I guess we're gonna make a chest. Yeah, that can go in there too. This can go there. Put these away. Just put all of this in here. There. We have lots of space for a crypt now, though. I have far too much dirt. I suppose if there's a land that I need to terraform like whoa, it's gonna be a thing. Put a torch there. Put a torch here. I have more dirt than I know what to do with, let's be honest. There. We have a little bit of a water feature coming down. Oh, hey, I know where this is. Whoop. This is not a foolproof method.
Are you winning, sis?
Yes, I am winning. This makes me so nervous.
What does?
Exploring underground caves, or underwater caves.
Thalassophobia or claustrophobia intensifies?
It's not just thalassophobia, it's fear of caves. Ooh, there was a creeper right there. There, I did the very scary thing and I swam through the water caves. But at least we have a method now for getting through there. Ooh. Right next to where I store all that stuff. Convenient. So yeah, those are the changes that we've made to the town. I'm gonna change the butcher shop again because I don't really like it that much. I am going to cover this back up again. Oops. I think an Enderman's been down here. Just spontaneous, you know, we can... Oh, Jesus Christ, it clicked off screen. What did I move? I moved something, and I don't know what it was.
He's purring so much.
He's a cat. They do that. We're gonna take the dirt, because the dirt is more useful to us than the grass. And I think I should be able to create an entrance. Oh my god, look at this, look at this. I go away for one night from a cave, and the Endermen have brought grass down in here. I'm just gonna take a hole. I'm gonna leave these sticks down here. Take that. Actually, since we're gonna be digging up, we're gonna leave 2 inventory slots. So we're gonna come up right here, I think. Yeah. And then we're gonna fill that back in. Gonna grab these coals. So now I know that this is the entrance down into our crypt area. And then we can do that. sufficiently torched up. Another torch there for the roadway. We're gonna put fences here so that you don't fall down and die. God, that makes me nervous. There's more spots here that we need to fix, like this reservoir against the house here. Lots to fix. There's probably going to be like a big water wheel here for mechanical stuff and whatnot. And we've still got a couple of villagers hanging out here. I got this guy down here. He's probably going to become a mason. We might even put a few stonecutters down here and then release some of the villagers up there and see if they make their way down here. But so far for the village updates, that's it. We still have Fantasy's donkey over, or mule over here, Rose. Chicken farm is doing well. We still don't have a butcher that takes chicken yet. So I've got to get one of those guys over there to come over here. I'll probably steal the smoker from in there. That's for him. And drag him over. Lure him over after I set his trade. And I found spore blossoms. My favorite decorative block. So lots of spores happening in here. But I think that's going to do it for stream today. I've got stuff that I want to do this afternoon. So I'm going to have to leave you guys here. We shall find someone to raid. Let us refresh the Twitch. Kunst is on. Wormwood Gaming. They make gaming tables. It's the woodshop guys. Moko made. It's kind of quiet this week. There's we've never rated Kunst before. They're drawing Pathfinder characters. Kunst is English. I know that they're also German. I've never rated Kunst before. So it depends on what you guys want to do. Because otherwise, there's no one on to raid. All the Minecrafters are playing something called Blood on the Clock. Shilo's playing Wuthering Waves, and Zentrail's just chatting. I think we're just not gonna raid anyone today. I'll let you guys find your own entertainment. So, it is kind of a gloomy, rainy day here. So there is storms on the seas. So I guess I will let you guys go for today. So we're staying on the islands today. The seas are too stormy to travel to other lands. All of the beacons and lighthouses seem to be off today. So, I will see you guys tomorrow at the same new time. Remember, for the people who don't have time changes, that stream is moved ahead 1 hour. And I wish you guys all a great, restful day. I love you. Bye-bye.